This is a big day for me because I am getting to interview somebody I have looked up to for a long time. Luvvie Ajayi is the author of I'm Judging You, the Do Better Manual. And she literally gives us a blueprint for how we can all do better as individuals and as a collective society. One of the things that I was so excited to ask her about was her uncanny and brilliant ability to speak the truth always. Luvvie.
Yes.
Your book kind of changed my life.
Did it really?
Because I have now seen things about people that I can't unsee. I just feel like you captured everything about humanity that is challenging.
That is trash.
And now that is trash. Every 2 seconds, I'm like, am I one of these trash people right now? Am I doing this?
You know what?
But it's good, it brings awareness.
We're all some of the trash people
Right.
at any given time. Sometimes I'm trash today, and then tomorrow I do better.
The other thing that I love about you is how truly and brutally honest you are.
It's still a practice.
Yeah?
Even though I have been this girl since I was little, a lot of people were raised to put harmony above all else. Meanwhile, on the inside, you're brewing. You're making yourself mad while you're protecting this other person who might still end up mad. How people react to us, how people react to the truth or not the truth or the silence, often actually depends on where they are. So I didn't speak my truth for what? We're both still mad. The truth will at least get us to a better place. We can work out any type of crisis if we at least have, well, we're on the same page, we both reading from the same book. At the basis of every relationship, if we don't have honesty and trust, what do we have? And I always want people to trust me.
For those of us who have trouble saying what we mean sometimes, how can we better speak our truths and how can we practice?
It's making a choice to go past the thing that tells you to stop. My 3 questions are, do you mean it? Can you defend it? Did you say it with love or thoughtfully? And I use it as my checkpoint in the moments where it's difficult to be like, are you sure that you want to speak this truth right now? And if the answer is yes to all 3, I do it. And then I just deal with whatever comes. In the process of being a full person, the process of being a whole person who is truthful, who is justice-oriented, you will burn bridges because you will run across people who are not comfortable with that.
What about when you are the one who makes the mistake and somebody calls something out to you?
You have to be more self-aware because then there's nothing anybody can tell you that you haven't already told yourself. But in the point of being self-aware, don't beat yourself down. I try to be gentle with myself and, okay, recalibrate and say, you know what? I was supposed to do that better. That means the next time I will make sure I do it better. Repeating the same mistake twice is just a waste of lesson.
What are the most important ways we can do better?
Understanding the space that we take up in the world and understanding our power. We are all born with certain things that we had nothing to do with that somehow gave us a leg up in this world. And it's things that we don't think about that are our privileges. When you are born white, that's a very, very powerful privilege.
Yes.
The fact that I am not poor means I don't have to worry about where I'm gonna sleep tonight. That is a privilege.
One thing that you really captured in the book that I loved was the complete fear of acknowledging your privilege.
Acknowledging your privilege does not negate any struggles that you've had, does not negate any work that you've done. The privilege chapter was actually not supposed to be in my book. It wasn't in my proposal. I'd written the racism chapter. A lot of people will say, well, I'm not a racist, but I'm like, it's not really about being racist. It's about us understanding what our privileges are. My girl, Brittany Packnett, says, spend your privilege. And I love that idea. Our jobs in rooms where we are powerful is to pass that power on to somebody who has less power. We sometimes will walk in a room first with our marginalized roles, that we're women, we're a person of color, we might be gay, we might be disabled. There's still power. I never want us to feel like we have zero power in anything.
Luvvie, thank you. You really are just a total inspiration. I learned so much from my conversation with Luvvie. One of the things that I'm gonna take with me always is her words about helping not just to speak your own truth, but helping others within your organization or those around you feeling comfortable to speak theirs. I would encourage each of you to think about what your own truth is and come up with a list of questions that you wanna ask yourself before speaking it. On the next episode of Work It. Being a woman in business can feel very demanding. And at times, it can feel impossible. But listening to these women, they gave me a lot of hope.